Hey guys, my name is Tyler Henniger, and I am the Natural Outdoorsman. And today, I'm down in our corner out at camp, trying to find a good spot for a stand. I have a salt block in my backpack, and I have a bag of corn I'm going to take down to it once I find a good spot. So I'm going to keep walking down through here. We're going to look for a good spot. I found me a good little spot right here, but I'm going to look for sign. And if this spot has some good sign, maybe I'll put it right here. I have a tree stand, it's right back in there, but I don't think that's where I want it to be anymore. So I'm either going to put it right in here, or I'll put it farther back in. So I'll be back. What I'm doing when I'm walking down through this creek looking for sign, I'm looking for paths like this, where it isn't too big or it isn't too bad, but I know the deer are traveling this way. Now let's find a good one up there too. What I'm going to do, I'm looking for signs where I know deer are traveling it hard, but if I put a mineral spot or something, it'll make them travel it even harder, so that in deer season, they should still travel it even whenever I take the mineral out. I already found a good spot back up in there. That's about the only spot so far. I know there's a spot down here that I've been looking at. So it's either going to be going right back up there or down in here so far. So we're also looking for signs for trapping. But I've only seen a couple tracks for fox and raccoons, so I'm going to keep walking down through and looking for sign. Right there is a nice either fox or coyote. And right there's a nice little mink track. So I know I have a mink walking through here, and I know I have a fox. And I bet you right there is that path for the fox. And that mink's probably coming up and down and through here. I'm working up along this edge looking for minnows and stuff. Right there's a nice looking print for a raccoon. And right there looks like a nice looking deer trail. Right here, there's another little track right there. But I know there's some deer walking through here a bit. Well, it doesn't look as nice as the other couple paths I saw, so I don't know if I'm going to walk back that one or not. So I'm going to keep walking down and through here. I walked up on top of the hill, and there's a nice little path that's on top. Right down there's that little stream. And right down here is this path I'm walking. I'm just going to walk it down. I just didn't want to walk the creek right there. It got pretty thick. But I'm going to just walk down through here. This isn't that great of a path, but you can tell something's been walking in through, whether it's a deer or a fox or something. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll either find a crossing where it goes across the creek, or it's going to go down by where my other spot for the stand is going to be. So I'm going to keep looking. I just ended the video, like that one clip, and I found the trail that I've been looking for. This is a heck of a crossing right there. I'm telling you, this might be a spot down through here. This is a nice looking trail right here. I'm gonna get up on top right here real quick. And we're gonna walk back into here, because that's a nice trail right there. Comes out to this little open spot. This isn't a bad spot right here. I'm just gonna walk around in here and look for sign and around here. So I'll be back. I will just walk down to the bottom of the clearing, and I found another really good crossing right here. I'm pretty sure this is probably gonna be a spot that we're gonna use. We're having at least 2 or 3 crossings coming in to this spot, and I'm sure there's others. And I saw a couple little small trails walking through this little open spot. So this might be our spot. I'm gonna keep looking around for more sign, but I think this might be our spot. Right here's another trail. Come to this spot, but it's going up. So right there's another looking spot. Here's another. And it's not as big as the other ones, but you can tell it's something's been walking up and through here. And I'm trying to be real quiet just in case there's deer over in this thick stuff. Yeah, this might be a good spot, but I'm going to keep looking. I'll remember this spot, but I'm going to probably walk down through and look for more sign. Looks like right here's a nice little path for maybe a fox. Maybe a raccoon's running up and down. But right here, it isn't big enough to be a deer. But I can see it. Goes down right in through there. Right over here, it's like this little branch off that goes out to a U. And I should be able to get to another opening. And this, on this other opening right here is where, originally where I was going to put the stand, but I don't know if I'm going to do that or not now. Now that I found that good spot. Let's walk around in here and look for more sign. As you can see, there's this one that goes down through there. So I'm going to keep looking. I used to have a mineral spot down here. So I had that little, you can see there's a little tiny hut sitting right there. I had down here a little bit last year, and I had a mineral spot over the summer. And you can see where it used to be, this little open spot. I mean, there's a couple small trails. I'm telling you, unless something big is coming from over in here, or maybe there's a crossing coming from across the creek. I'm not seeing, maybe, well, I think we're going to have to put that stand up there. And yeah, there's just a little small path right here. Nothing like there was up in that one spot. I'm going to check down along the creek real quick too. This is exactly what I thought was coming. I always had raccoons whenever I had a trail camera down here. Right here's a real good spot for trapping raccoon, because right here's this, they get real narrow right in here. And you can see all this sign on each side. And right here, we'll probably put a trap somewhere on this little island. And right there's the only crossing that I really like down here, but I know they use it, but it's not as well used as those ones up there, because it looks good right there, but whenever you get over here, there's not very much, and it just turns into a little small path. Hopefully, maybe there's a crossing down along this creek. And right there's another little crossing, but you see, like right in here's a couple paths going out, though I'm not really seeing anything good. I'm out to this little open spot in the creek, so I'm gonna walk along right in here and look for something. But so far, I think I'm about to stick to the stand up, not one open spot, but I don't know. All I did was just walked up along I got a little closer to the bank instead of walking in the creek. And all I saw was that right there. I mean, it's nothing big, but it's probably the best one so far. And right here's some prints I see. Right there's a nice, real nice sized raccoon print. There's a bunch of raccoon stuff right in here. This right here's a pinch point. Right here's a good spot to put a pinch point trap. Because what happens is these raccoons or anything you want to trap are coming up along in here, and they get to a spot like this, and there's no more land, and they're going to walk along this land until they have no more choice except for walking the water. So you put one right where you think those animals are either going up on the bank or coming down, and that's when you get your either a raccoon or mink or anything. Because everything walks these creeks for food, because this is the main source of food around here, other than acorn trees. But looking pretty good. Came across this log right here, and it's like connects to the bank, and it comes out to this little deep spot right here where the current comes over. I know there's at least a raccoon that comes out to this spot right here and sits and goes out in that little dirt spot. So I know maybe in trapping season, maybe I'll put a 120 right there, or maybe I'll put a foothold right there, maybe a dog-proof trap right there or something. And right here is one of the best fishing spots you can find in this creek. I was fishing along here one day and this spot just came, and I saw how deep it was and how still it was, and I knew this was going to be a good spot, so I stopped and fished. And we caught a bunch of fish, and they weren't all trout, but we caught a bunch of them. You can see how still it gets right here, and they have all that cover back in there. And then there's this dam up here that someone built. It wasn't us. It was here whenever we came. And there's a couple good fish in here. Now I have no clue what I'm walking into because this stuff's so high. But I'm not really seeing any deer pass because stuff this high, deer will make paths and they won't go all over the place. So I know there's probably not very many deer coming out onto this, at least for right now. Now here's that other spot right here. It's a nice little spot. It's real still right here. Whoever put this dam here made a perfect little spot. Gets real still all the way up and around. It's a real nice spot to fish. But I think we're gonna go back up and put the salt block in that one opening. So I'll be back when I'm back up there. Okay, so I'm back up at that spot. At least I think this is the right spot. If not, I'll be able to tell. But I'm looking for any seed trees, any natural food sources in this opening. And right now, so far, all I'm seeing is a walnut tree. Which that's the only downside of this spot right here. I don't see any acorn trees, I don't see nothing. This is just a spot where they're walking through. Probably some, I know down there is a bedding area, and up there is a bedding area to the water, which is down there. And I have a food source over in that direction. So what I might do is I'll find a spot right in here, put a salt block on, and then we'll put the salt block out. Now I'll go up, get that corn bag and bring it down here, and we'll set up the camera and stuff, and I'm gonna leave it for maybe a month or two and come back. So I think right here is where we're gonna put it. I'll put it on the stump, put the salt block somewhere on this stump, and then I'm either gonna put the camera on that tree right there, or that tree right there, and we'll walk up and get the corn, and then we'll be set. So we'll be back when we get the corn. Okay guys, so I forgot the video when I put the corn out, but I went to the same exact spot, and I moved it up a little bit and changed it a little bit, but I put the SD card in the camera, put the camera out, put the salt block out, and should be good. So we'll be back. We'll go back there in probably about maybe 2 to 3 weeks and check the shell camera and see if maybe any nice bucks run through there, any does. But if there's not very much on it, maybe we'll move it on down. We got a good bit of time until deer season, so maybe I'll get another salt block and we'll put it out in a different spot too. So my name's Tyler Henniger. I am the Natural Outdoorsman. Have a good day.